We are all quite familiar with the phenomenon of optical illusions, but less so with that of cognitive biases. Yet these perceptual distortions that are to our mind what optical illusions are to our visual system incite us to make erroneous judgments or bad decisions daily. These shortcuts of the mind that allow the brain to simplify the processing of information are inevitable. Still, we can learn to detect them by better understanding them. At the outset, I invite you to answer the following riddle as fast as possible. I am the sister of 2 Olympic athletes, yet these 2 athletes are not my sisters. How is that possible? You may pause the video and think about the solution. Otherwise, here it is. Well, these 2 Olympic athletes are my brothers. Just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I only have sisters. Congratulations if you got the correct answer. Your critical thinking skills are well trained. But chances are you got it wrong, even though you thought you were thinking logically and rationally. In fact, it is your brain that has managed to deceive you, as it very often does through cognitive processes that allow it, under certain constraints, to provide quick and intuitive answers that are satisfactory on the surface. When these intuitive thoughts mislead us, they are called cognitive biases. This brain process is automatic and unconscious, and while we can, to some extent, intervene in it after the fact, it is impossible to prevent. There are 4 reasons why our brain resorts to cognitive biases: an overabundance of information to process, the need to make sense, the need to act quickly, the need to store information for later use, given our limited cognitive abilities. There are about 250 different cognitive biases, of which the following are a sample. Confirmation bias is a tendency to favor information that supports our hypotheses or preconceived ideas and to underestimate or ignore information that does not support them. For example, choosing only one news source as your information outlet or making an impression about an article just from its title without reading it entirely. And if you think you are not subject to confirmation bias, just ask yourself if you ever got defensive when someone challenged your views on a specific topic. Hindsight bias can be summarized by the classic, "I knew it from the start." It consists of overestimating after an event has taken place the fact that it was foreseeable or probable. In fact, we try to put the present in line with the past. That is, the event once realized in line with the context preceding the event. The fundamental attribution error is a bias that consists of overestimating the personal characteristics of individuals, their personality, opinions, intentions, etc., to explain their behavior and underestimating the external and situational factors that might come into play. For example, actors and actresses can often be confused with their on-screen characters. Overconfidence is a cognitive bias that affects more than half of us. It consists of overestimating one's abilities, especially in relation to those of others. The majority of us would therefore consider ourselves to have an above-average intelligence, which is mathematically improbable. In conclusion, developing one's critical thinking and metacognitive skills, as well as taking a step back from one's emotions when making a decision, is necessary to better fight against the traps our brain sets for us. And knowing some of the different cognitive biases is also useful, if only to become aware that we are indeed victims of them. This video is a snippet of our more extensive article on cognitive biases. We invite you to check it out and discover our blog, which explores a wide range of topics related to education and technology.